Have you seen these pictures?
Yes, I have.
Shocking, right?
Her face hit that floor. When she jumped on me, she landed on her face.
There's no question she was assaulted. Listen, I don't know your name. You look like a nice lady. You want to get involved with that? The guy is not a gem.
This is Judy Justice. Desiree Francis is suing her former friend, Ronnie Fairley, for damages from an assault.
Court come to order. All rise.
Have a seat, please.
Judge,
Evan?
case 3181, Francis versus Fairley.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, each of you claim the other assaulted the other. There are some other nonsense things here on a counterclaim that I'll go into if I have to. Ms. Francis, you met Mr. Fairley online.
Yes.
That was in 2022,
Yes.
according to your complaint.
October 2022.
And am I correct that you are unmarried?
Yes.
And you, sir?
I'm married.
The complaint alleges that you met each other online, started to communicate, and became friends.
Yes.
Would
Yes,
that
ma'am.
be a fair statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Just for giggles and because I really like to understand, you know, in my line of work, it's always good to get to know what's in people's heads. What were you doing talking to the lady online? Is that your wife?
Fiance, yes.
So you're no longer married?
No, this is my fiance. Me and Ms. Francis, we've never married. This is my fiance.
I want you to listen carefully, Mr. Fairley.
I am.
I asked the plaintiff a simple question. I said to her, are you married? She said no. I asked you a simple question. I said, are you married? You said yes.
I said unmarried. I'm sorry. I said unmarried.
Did he say unmarried?
He said unmarried.
Unmarried. I've got to check this. Maybe I'm on restaurant mode. Hold on.
I apologize,
Television.
Ms. Yana.
Restaurant. Normal. There we go. Unmarried.
Yes.
Unmarried. Okay, then I can get off this whole line of questioning. So you got reacquainted. And how long have you been engaged?
2 years, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to ask you, what are you doing online, communicating slowly? Because as you see, I may have at some point challenged hearing. And if someone is trying to get their tie out of their mouth, then it makes it even more difficult. So you want to tell me what you're communicating with this lady online for if you're already involved with somebody else.
Me and Desiree, we came across each other online. We started talking.
You came across online?
Yes, we came across each other online. We have a past with each other.
Okay, so you got reacquainted and you were friends.
Yes.
Did you ever become more than friends?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
And when was that?
From October of 2022 until January this year.
Okay, would you stay at her house? Would she stay at your house? Would you stay at a neutral house?
There was nobody staying at each other's houses. We would stay at hotels. But it wasn't a relationship. It's turned into a business relationship to where I started working for her travel company.
Okay, while you were working for her company...
I'm sorry, you said ask why?
It's always kind of hard to shut the barn door, sir. While you were working for her company, were you also intimate with her?
At the time, Your Honor, I didn't have a...
Forget fiancé. At the time, you said it developed and you started to work for her company. I just want to know, at the time you were working for her company, were you still being intimate with each other? That's either a yes or a no.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's a yes. Now, on January 10th of 2024, where did you travel to?
I was currently living in San Diego at the time. When he came to visit me on January 8th, I rented a Airbnb for us to stay at.
Why?
Because I have children that I wasn't ready to introduce him to.
Okay, so you have kids?
Yes.
That is a lot.
Okay, so you rented an Airbnb because he was coming to visit?
Yes.
And that was on the 8th?
Yes, he landed on the 8th in San Diego.
And did you and Mr. Fairley begin staying in the Airbnb?
Yes.
So
Your
far,
Honor,
what?
I have met her kids. I actually have video and pictures with her kids. So the fact that she said I don't know her kids, I didn't meet her kids.
No, she didn't say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just sound like
she said introduce.
Introduce.
There's a difference between introducing and having you there for breakfast when her kids wake up in the morning.
I've been there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I've been there. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is what I don't understand, Mr. Fairley. I thought maybe I had misread it. The first line of your sworn answers says, Desiree and I have known each other since 2022. Desiree and I have never been in a relationship. I always made it clear that we were just friends. Then you go on to tell a story about what happened that is totally inconsistent with what I'm hearing today. So I'm just going to remind you, Mr. Fairley, that if you tell the truth right on top, you don't have to have a good memory. Because according to your answer, there was no intimacy involved. You were friends, and then you went to work for her. Well, that's not true. You want to show me pictures of you there for breakfast in the morning with her 3 kids. Now you're going to Airbnbs. Do you understand? Okay, so let's try to keep it straight. What were you supposed to be doing the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, because you were there at least until the 10th? What was your, take a deep breath, what was your plan for that week?
My plan was to only be there for a few days. The things that we had agreed on to handle while I was in town.
Like what?
For school, for work. Those are the 2 main things, for school, for work.
What school?
San Diego City College.
Well, what were you doing with San Diego City College?
I was going to school there, doing online classes.
What?
Yes.
You were going to online school, so you had to go there?
Well, I was there because things for financial aid I had to take care of. Those things for financial aid I had to take care of. That's the reason why I had to fly out there as well. I had this whole thing going on.
Your nose is starting to grow.
Is it?
Desiree Francis claims her former friend, Ronnie Fairley, owes for damages from an assault. Ronnie is countersuing for car expenses and travel costs.
Okay, so you had absolutely no need to be in San Diego to get a scholarship. As everyone knows, you do that online, and you go to school online. Going to school online means that you don't have to be in school. Don't say anything, madam. I want you to just listen, okay? Then you're armed with information. Then you can make a rational choice. Otherwise, he talks very fast. I'm going to introduce him to the truth probably at the end of this trial. Now, I'm trying to find out how you both ended up in the same Airbnb for 3 days.
The plan for him coming there originally was for him to come and see his girlfriend.
That would be you.
Me, yes.
Now I'm going to get into January 10th, when Miss Francis, you say that this man who came down to be with his girlfriend, you spent January 8th, January 9th. Now, January 10th, there was an incident. And I want you to start out by telling me what time on January 10th did this incident start?
The incident started after returning from dinner that night.
Tell me where you went for dinner.
It was a gas lamp district in San Diego, just like a pizza place.
Everybody drink?
Yes.
What was the drink of choice for him?
Hennessy.
Hennessy.
Yes.
And you?
Wine.
What time did you get back to the Airbnb from the restaurant?
Around 10 p.m.
Okay, now we're going to pick it up from there.
So after we returned to the Airbnb, we started getting ready for bed. We got in bed and became intimate.
No, we did not.
When that happened, the defendant noticed that I had started bleeding. He told me to get the bleeding fixed. I told him...
Just a second.
Sorry, Yana.
You have to understand something. Look at me. Women, do not talk about that unless it's true. There are far more sexy things to talk about. Do you understand that, Mr. Fairley? So stop grinning. Understand, just as the same way a man wouldn't talk about the fact that he was having difficulty romantically and testify to that unless somebody was putting nails up his feet. That's not a story you make up. Don't speak. Just listen. Go.
So when he told me that I needed to get it fixed, I explained that I had priorly been diagnosed with cancer and I had been in remission, and I was scared that the blood that I was seeing was it coming back. When I told him that, he got angry and started packing his belongings. He packed a jersey that I had purchased for him that I told him I was going to have framed and mounted. He wanted to put that in a suitcase. I told him he was free to leave as long as he left that item.
Was it expensive?
It was a $600 jersey that I already had paid $800 to have framed.
Okay, go ahead.
I told him he was welcome to leave, as long as you leave that so that I can get it framed. He didn't want to leave it. He started getting in my face and yelling. I remember seeing his fist next to my face, and I remember him grabbing my shirt and my shirt ripping. After I remember seeing his fist, I was knocked unconscious. I don't remember falling to the ground. When I came to, he was leaving out of the door. I moved.
How much later?
I'm not sure how long I was unconscious. I don't believe it was very long, maybe
Okay.
a couple of minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
So when I came to, he was trying to leave. I remember him taking his phone out while I was up against the door bleeding, showing his phone like this and telling me that I was being a drama queen. I have photos of that incident. It was definitely not a drama queen, Your Honor. I currently have makeup to cover the scar that I have, but I have permanent nerve damage in my lip from this incident. I'm also missing a tooth and broke another one in half. I also had a closed head injury and a concussion.
Okay, so I'm going to take a look now at your photographs and your medical record. You did go to the hospital. You
Yes,
didn't
I
say
did.
you went to the hospital.
So these are the photos. And then these are from the hospital and the dentist.
Okay, Mr. Fairley, let's start with, you're there, you're back from dinner.
Yes.
It's about 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night on January 10th, I'm laying there in the bed. She was entering the bed to try to be intimate with me. I refused her multiple times already prior to that.
Is what you're saying you refused on January 10th,
Yes.
not on the 9th?
No, on the 10th,
Not on the 9th.
we didn't do anything on the 9th.
You weren't intimate on the 9th.
No, we wasn't.
What about the 8th?
The 8th, yes.
You're making it up as you're going. And then you went out for this romantic dinner on the 10th.
I don't
You went
think it was
out
a romantic
together.
dinner. It was a pizzeria, but okay. It wasn't really a romantic dinner.
No. Why all of a sudden on January 10th, after dinner, did you decide that you didn't want to be intimate with her?
Because this wasn't the first time that this has happened.
What
with
had happened?
with the incident with her bleeding. I told her, I understand the fact that you have cancer, you have everything going on, but at the same time, I do not want to be intimate with you.
So now the reason that you chose not to be intimate was because of her physical condition. So I'm going to ask you this question, Mr. Fairley. But for that situation with her bleeding, you would have continued as you had since you came to the Airbnb to be intimate. The reason you just gave me is because of her physical condition. Is that correct? Want her to read it back? No.
No.
Or you want to tell me again?
Exactly what I told you. That was one of the reasons.
Not one of the reasons. Not one of the reasons. What was the reason? You got into bed, she got into bed?
Because we were arguing before we started intimate.
About what?
About us wanting to be in a relationship with each other, and I told her I did not want to be in a relationship with her.
It really irritates me that you think you're smarter than I am.
I'll never say that.
Okay.
Never said that.
I'm going to let you finish this. So she got into bed, and she was bleeding, and you said, I don't want to have any part of this. And then?
This is before I knew about the bleeding. I pushed her off. She tried to get back on. I pushed her off again. That's when she scraped my private part, and I pushed her off again. Then she tried to get on top of me, and I said to her, Des, we are not doing this.
Okay. So you said no. And then what happened?
It went left, completely left.
What?
It went left.
What does that
It
mean?
went left. It went off the rails.
Desiree Francis has accused her former friend, Ronnie Fairley, of assaulting her, causing permanent damage. Ronnie is countersuing Desiree for car expenses and travel costs.
Okay. I'm trying to create a word picture for myself. You were arguing with each other. It was starting to get heated.
Yes.
You decided to get out of bed, right?
Yes.
And to go and pack.
Yes.
And then what happened?
I'm asking her, please let me leave because this is going to go not the way that we want it to go. So when I tried to go to her to get her out of the way of the door, she starts pushing me back, starts pushing me. I turn around, and as I turn around, she's charging me from the back. When she charged me from the back, that's when I flipped her over because she jumped on my back, so I flipped her over me, And that's when she scratched me on the side of my face and everything, and that's when she fell to the floor. Like, she landed head first on the floor after she jumped on my back.
How'd she get a split lip?
Her face hit that floor. When she jumped on me, I flipped her.
If she jumped on your back and you flipped her over, she would have landed on the back of her head.
No, because like the way...
Shh. If she jumped on your back and you flipped her over, she would have landed here. How did she get the split lip?
She landed on her face. So she's like a scorpion. Basically like a scorpion. When your face is in the ground, your legs is up in the air towards your behind. That's what it was.
And then what happened, sir?
I got my things, I left. I went to a local hotel around the corner. I had scratch marks and marks on my hand and my face.
Have any photographs of that?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to take a look. Are you showing me that you had skinned knuckle? Is that what you're showing me? I just want to know, sir, is what this picture is of a knuckle with skin off it. That's your knuckle, and there's skin off it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now let me read you what your answer was, sir. You said Desiree decided to sneak into bed with me. She was drunk, and I told her no several times. So she got angry and bit me. Now, somehow you left that out. Whitney, we don't have to go back through the whole testimony. You did not take anything down that had anything to do with a bite.
I did mention that.
Nothing but a bite.
I did mention that. I just said, like, she scraped my private part. I did say that.
He did say that she scraped his private parts.
Just a second. You said she bit me. That's what you said in here. She bit me. Desiree then proceeded to cry and beg to enter a romantic relationship with her, to which I repeatedly declined. You had been intimate with her since January 8th. Interesting news, right?
I already know.
Oh, you already know, and you're jumping in anyway. Just wanted to make sure you know that this was January 10th, 2024. Shh.
I know about all of this.
Okay, well, walking in with your eyes wide open. Then you say, I got to the lobby and realized I forgot one of my suitcases. When I got back to the room, I found blood on the walls. Desiree had staged a crime scene. I quickly grabbed my stuff and left. You left out that fact, sir. You said you went to a hotel. Have you seen these pictures?
Yes, I have.
Shocking, right? Have you ever seen these photographs?
I have.
Where?
She sent them to him and he sent them to me.
Okay.
He called me immediately when the situation happened. He called me.
You know why I'm looking at you, right? Okay. Just want to make sure that the two girls are in sync.
There's a whole lot behind it. There's a whole lot behind it.
Yeah. Nothing behind January 8th?
I knew about it.
Good. Okay. I have her hospital record, sir. There's no question she was assaulted on the night of January 10th. I've heard your side of the story. The only injury that I see in the photographs that you gave me are injuries consistent with her being punched in the face. You have a counterclaim that she assaulted you. That part of your counterclaim is dismissed. I saw no physical injury other than the physical injury that probably resulted in you punching her in the face when you got your knuckles scraped. You have some other nonsense in this countersuit. Desiree let me use her company car. Our agreement was that any maintenance would be covered by her. I had to pay for new tires and oil change. How often did you use the car?
About a year.
Is that because you didn't have a car?
At the time, I didn't.
What did you do with the car after the year?
The car actually got repossessed.
When?
The car got repossessed, I would like to say in, October?
What are you looking at her for?
I'm trying to remember the time that got repossessed.
Well,
in a month.
so there were...
It was in 2024. It was early 2024.
After January?
No,
after this incident?
No. It was before the incident.
Oh, you have a counterclaim for car expenses. That part of your claim is dismissed. Now talk to me about a plane ticket. What plane ticket are you talking about?
She promised me verbally that she would pay for my plane ticket to go back home.
And she didn't for a year.
No.
Right?
No.
Forget about it. Listen, I don't know your name. You look like a nice lady. This man wouldn't know the truth if it came up and introduced himself right to his face.
Correct.
Look at his face. He's used to getting over. You want to get involved with that? You look like a nice lady. Do you work?
I do.
I somehow knew that you had a responsible job. Does he work?
Not at the
The
moment.
answer is no.
No.
He doesn't work. He really doesn't know a lot about working.
No.
You think that that's going to change? It's not going to change. Go into it, eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. The guy is not a gem. Judgment for the plaintiff for assault in the amount of $10,000. This is an outrageous picture, sir. And the knuckle that has no skin on it supports this injury. You're an outrage, and I'm actually surprised you're not incarcerated. That's all. We're done.
This court is adjourned.
If he's not working, he's not supporting you, he's not supportive, emotionally, no responsibilities about. So, you know,